Hello and welcome to Larks Park. The Larks coming in and clinching the RMBL already this season. They are 31-6 on the year, 3 wins in a row, while the Gameday Angels come in with a one-loss streak and 11-16 overall record. Hi, I'm Caden Sanders. Alongside me is Nick Helgen and Ace Newberger all the way down to the left. As we get set for this one, the Larks trying to pick up another victory here in Hayes in a couple of nights, and they have 2 games with the Gameday Angels before they have a couple days break, and then they play the North Platte Plainsmen before the NBC World Series.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting few games before we head to the postseason, as Tyler Schott taking the mound tonight against the Gameday Angels are looking to bounce back after losing to them early on in the season.
So Tyler Schott getting on the mound tonight for the Hayes Larks, coming in with a 1.32 ERA. He has 4 wins, 1 loss in the 27 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 19 hits, 11 runs, 4 of them earned, 13 walks, and 42 punch-outs. That leads the team so far in the season. Jet Lotus last night almost tied Tyler Schott, but Tyler having a chance to take a big lead here with a start today against the Gameday Angels, who will send Colton Miller, James Harbison, and also Aiden Biaggi to the plate here in the top of the first at least. Then it's Brady Ingles in the 4 spot, Luke Bailey in the 5. Batting 6 is Owen Best. 7th is Peter Goldie, and he was a pretty good first baseman when we saw him out in Parker, Colorado. Also Grant Biggins, the right fielder, and then also Cale Porter in the 9 spot. First pitch swung on into right field, and that'll be a good play to start off for the new Lark, who came in at 11 o'clock last night in Lenny Ashby.
Yeah, welcome to the team. First pitch he sees as a Lark. Fly ball right to him to get out number 1.
Lenny Ashby, a junior transfer into Kansas, so rock chalk.
First pitch hit in the deep right field. Going back is Lenny. Under it for out number 2. Has 2 pitches, 2 outs, all to Lenny.
Tyler Schott getting set. He fires on the outside, and it catches the black for a first pitch strike. So now Aiden Biaggi. Sorry, we had a little audio mix-up. Was a little grainy on your side, trying to fix that just a little bit. So Tyler Schott up in the count 0-2 to Biaggi. This one a slider, swing and a miss. Make that 43 punch-outs on the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, the Hayes Larks, and they come up here in the bottom of the first, sending Trent Baker, Bryson Evans, and Lenny Ashby to the dish here next on the Larks YouTube channel. Trent Baker set to go against Griffin Bruder. It's a hot day here in Hayes. I tell you what, batting practice was sweat-soaked, to say the least. First pitch around 100 degrees just off of the home screen, but if I check the weather center, it says it feels like 107 outside here in Hayes. Not to mention the turf and radiating that heat. I can't imagine what the umpires and even the catchers have to deal with today.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot one. Hope all the players hydrated up because this is going to be a long one.
That one missing from Bruder, and now the count 2-0 between Trent Baker and Bruder. Setting up low is Ingalls. Fires, that one fouled off, touches the camera at home, but guess it'll be fine for now. So count 2-1. Trent Baker coming into this one with a 4.7, or that's OPS, sorry. 391 ER average. Wow, I'm struggling today. That one missing up high, and now the count 3-1. Baker just one walk away from 20 this season. The pitch, this one missing, and that will be Baker's 20th walk.
Right on cue. Coming off of last night's game for Trent Baker, he had 2 walks in that one as well. Going 1 for 3 against the Pioneers. Bringing up now Bryson Evans.
So now coming in, it'll be Bryson Evans, a freshman transfer to Gateway Community College. And now having a runner on, the Larks can put it on early like they did in Parker earlier this summer. Almost feels like 2 months ago by the time this July and late June schedule has been. But also I remember that night because I remember that I said that I was cold because it was 60-some degrees or 50-some with the wind blowing and rain was in the area. Lightning was out in left field. So that was a fun night. And then the second game got canceled. The 0-1 from Bruder. This one up high and missing.
And that would have been June baseball, too. That would have been start of the month. So not typical baseball weather.
Maybe out in Colorado, but western Kansas, I was cold out there. The 1-1, this one up high and missing from Bruder. And really liking to throw it high.
I don't think he means to right now. He's kind of losing control to start this game off. Just have to see if he can adjust as the game goes on. And they already have a guy warming up in the bullpen. Looks like he's just getting some tosses in.
This one on the outside as Evans still trying to lay a bunt down. But the count now 3-1, and Bryson threatening to also get his 20th walk. So possibly 20 walks for both Baker and Evans here on this pitch. The 3-1, this one on the inside, and that will do it. There'll be 20 walks for Trent Baker, and then Bryson Evans in back-to-back at-bats, sending Baker to second and Bryson Evans to first.
Yeah, back-to-back walks already putting the go-ahead run on second base to start the sending off, bringing up the newly acquired Lenny Ashby.
Yeah, talking to him last night, or not last night, tonight, about last night when he got into town. He said he didn't get into town until 11 o'clock, so even after the baseball game, he was still trying to get his way into Hayes, but a transfer into Kansas, going to take his first swings as a Lark. The 0-1, this one on the outside, a good slide and block by Ingalls.
It'll be interesting to see how he performs tonight, especially with, getting here and trying to get comfortable, moved in and everything for a short period of time.
The 1-1 from Bruder. This one swung on and fouled off right behind us here in the press box.
As middle infield in double play position here with no outs.
The 1-2, runners go. Throw to second, wild to the left side. And that'll be a double steal for Trent Baker and Bryson Evans.
And with Damian Reeves out, Trent Baker trying to creep up on Damian Reeves' stolen base total.
From what I've been told, Damian just jamming a thumb, so nothing too bad from last night. The 2-2 bounced into the turf and a great no-look block from Ingles in the glove.
Yeah, another one of those look what I found type play. Just kind of try to do it what you can there.
The 3-2, this one popped up into left field, coming out to the shallow left field is Goldie, going to try and fake tag is going to be Baker, and that's a wild bounce. Baker going home, a throw not in time, but a collision. And that's going to score Bryson Evans as well, and that is not great. As Baker clutching that left knee or thigh. The Larks already having outfielder issues, and now Baker down.
And that was a hard slide. Both players trying to go at each other, and unfortunate collision there. As the pitcher seems to be okay, Griffin Bruder all right, but Trent Baker's still down.
We'll take a moment and step aside. The live stream will keep going, but for us, we'll take a break here on the Larks YouTube channel. Guess a quick turnaround is Peyton Ebbing going to help Trent Baker, as well as, I can't tell, I think that's Dylan Moore as well, walking Trent Baker off and go check him out. But Bruder going to get some warm-up pitches, and scary collision.
Yeah, it's one of those awkward plays. I mean, nothing you can really do about it. Two guys going hard on a bang play, and fortunate events there.
So Keith Harper going to talk to Trent Baker. He's walking but limping on that left side. Pretty good, and making some faces as I can see, but really trying to work it out.
Yeah, I mean, injury bug continues for these Larks, and I mean, aggressive baseball, sometimes that happens.
That one fouled off by Tyler LaRue, who stands in. As the Larks up 2.
LaRue last night against Pioneers going 2 for 3, a walk and a strikeout, 2 singles.
Swing and a miss for LaRue on the inside, off speed, and now the count 0-2 for Griffin Bruder. The 0-2. This one swung on and popped up right side of the field. Going back his best, and over to his left is Pitton, but that's out of play.
Looking back at last night's win against Pioneers and a close 4-3 victory. Larks batting .286, 8 hits and 28 at-bats, 1 home run, 2 extra base hits, 3 stolen base attempts, only 1 stolen base though. They got caught stealing twice.
This one a high fly ball into center field, and that might be a can of corn for Tyler LaRue, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
And that injury really dampening the mood here at the ballpark, as now here at 2 away. Garrett Gruhl up to the bat.
I don't even know what the Larks would do in this situation, because Gruhl normally in left field, having to move over because Sicoli not being with the team at the moment, just out for a couple of days. So Gruhl taking over at first. Bryson Evans is in at second base. Baker in center field, but Walton already in left field. Ashbury coming in because Damian is now hurt.
That's a mess right now. I mean, with all the injuries, it's just becoming harder and harder for these Larks to really finish the year off strong.
The 2-0 by Bruder. This one up high and now missing. So now the count 3-0, and Bruder walking another. Possibly here with Garrett Gruhl at the dish. This one called a strike as Garrett Gruhl already throwing the bat and wanting to walk down to first.
Garrett Gruhl last night 2 for 4 in RBI and 2 singles.
This one a drive into left field, a dive, and that's going to be finding some grass. A hop and then Commerce Bank, or the off the side of Commerce Bank, and that. Did you say hit? So Garrett Gruhl gone to eat a hit. But advances to second on the dive. Because if he would have popped back, it would have.
No, even if for the dive, he still tried to win for the out. I mean, it's still a double.
Okay, so I'll write it as
just one of those weird plays, but it's still ruled as a double.
Ace, you really put duct tape on that camera tonight. I don't know. That tonight it's sturdy. Wow. Bruder checking the runner at second, and Garrett Gruhl kicks and fires. The 0-1 on the inside. A good block by Ingles to keep it right near him. Garrett Gruhl has some speed, but not like the speed of Trent Baker, Damian Ruiz, and Bryson Evans, and some others.
Yeah, probably not going to be stealing third here, but a good secondary lead can score him on a single down the line.
This one pulled very foul down the left side and into the Larks bullpen. That finds all the way to the fence that carries on from left field. Bruder comes set the 1-2. This one bounces in and kicks to the left for Ingles.
Peyton Ebbings last series alone had 6 walks, 3 of them in 2 games. I mean, last night he had 3 walks, stolen base, run scored, and then in the first game, 3 walks, and that was it.
The 2-2, this one called strike 3. Bruder ends it on a good note on a strikeout looking, ending it for the Larks, but the Larks scoring 2 here in the bottom of the first. A lot of defensive changes, so it looks like Trent Baker is going to be out for the game here tonight. And after that scary collision, I don't blame him for being taken out. I mean, that was scary.
Yeah, I mean, for both ends of the party, too. I mean, they both just head-on action. I mean, that's painful.
Shot, pitching a strike on the black. So here's the defensive changes. Walton and Ashbury still in left and right field, but Evans in center field from second base. Now at second base is none other than Jet Lotus.
Yeah, I mean, Keith Harper talked about it a couple days ago. I mean, he's a player, and he'll do anything he has to do to win. And we see tonight him playing at second base, trying to fill in a role.
This one a ground ball by Brady Ingles at a Colorado State Pueblo. Tyler kicks and fires. This one not catching the black. So now the count 2-2. The 2-2 swing and a miss. And a throw down to first. And that will be another punch out for Tyler Schott, as now he has 44.
Tyler Schott dominating off of his last two performances. We saw him last time against the Western Nebraska Pioneers, coming in from the bullpen, working one inning, going 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. And then his last time he started, 7 innings of work, 8 strikeouts, 1 earned run on 5 hits.
A swing and a miss by Luke Bailey, the designated hitter out of Colorado Mesa. The 0-1 on the inside. The Larks wearing their bright red uniforms tonight with Larks across the chest, numbers on the right rib. This one a ground ball to Luis Garcia on the hop and a throw over to Gruel, and that will be the second out of the inning for the Larks.
And first time we see Luis Garcia make a play tonight at shortstop. It's been a while since he played that position, but gets the job done.
Yeah, I was kind of not worried, but you know when you start a new position, going from left field to first base, how does it feel going back to that position? I know he's been at second and third, which is all great, but at shortstop, you got to be the lead defender if any balls are kind of in your area.
Yeah, I mean, we saw earlier in the season he was given the opportunity, and he didn't really shine as big as he did, like he did at second base and third base, but tonight having to fill another hole as he's thrown in at shortstop.
This one a swing, a drive. This one foul down the right field line.
That ball is sponsored by Pop Murphy's Tainted Egg Pizza, 27th Oak Street. Give them a call, 621-4750.
Wait for Ashby to go get the ball and throw it into the Angels dugout. And Randy Jordan behind home plate, cleaning the home plate. And now Tyler Schott ready for the 1-2. He'll kick. He fires. This one a slider on the inside. That's 45 and his third of the night, as that one was watching for Owen Best out of St. John's University. Larks leading a 2-0. To the bottom of the second we go here next on the Larks YouTube channel. It'll be Griffin Bruder back on the bump for the Game Day Angels as they get ready to send the Larks back to the plate. That one missing, and now that one, call it. There we go. Trying to fill in for Nick as he grabs my charger. I guess we'll switch. Trying to pull out. And now it's 3-0. There we go. Thought I missed one, but Nick's going to fill in for me, I guess, so that way I can get my charger for my computer.
As Cal moves to 3-0, and that one hits Brady Evans. He'll take his base, clips him on the ankle, looks like, as he'll move to first base here with no outs, bringing up Cam Walton. He was in left field to start the game, now moving over to center field, as he will come to bat with no outs. Insurance run on first base. Coming in a pinch run for the catcher, Brady Evans, will be Dane Pengelly. As Pengelly even getting some swings today at batting practice, as everyone on the Larks right now kind of just being told to be ready to step up when needed. And Cam Walton takes a sign from third base coach Andy Luton. Pitch delivery, ground ball hit foul down the third base line, as Dane Pengelly on the run there. As it seems Caden is back.
Yeah, I am. And I was talking to you about strikeouts right before we came back, and I forgot my charger. It's at 4%. So I wanted to try and figure out where Tyler Schott would go in the strikeouts list for the Larks. This one on the outside across the river. And it goes by strikeouts per 9 innings since 1983 with 25 innings minimum. This one in the strike zone to Cam Walton out of Texas State, or a transfer into the program at Texas State. Bruder kicks and fires the 1-2. Swing and a miss for Walton. He had a pretty good round in batting practice, but the off speed getting to him here in this series.
And with him not being comfortable seeing those off-speed pitches, it's probably a big adjustment. As he goes down swinging for his 5th time this season, bringing up Luis Garcia.
Yeah, Luis Garcia, sophomore, transfer into North Dakota State University. This one on the inside, but catches the black to King Louis as Brady Evans and, well, the new pinch runner in the first time this season, Dane Pengelly. Bruder kicks, fires. This one a ground ball up the middle between the second baseman and the first baseman. And that'll be a single for King Louis.
Be his 26th hit on the year. Trying to bring that average up as it is down there in the low 200s, but doing a job there as that brings up the new leadoff hitter, Jet Lotus.
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible for the Larks at this point. I never would have thought we would say Jet Lotus now at the plate, but now it's actually possible. And I bet he's super excited. I see him shaking up there. As that one just a little bit low.
Came prepared. He's got his batting gloves ready.
Yeah,
he got his shin guard. I mean,
he's all decked out. If Jet's parents are watching, wish you could see the smile on my face when I'm seeing Jet up at the plate. As Jet takes the ball, and he's got a good eye too.
Well, you know, looking at his batting stats on the year, I mean, nothing to really smile about, but, you know, let's see what he can do as he's had four at-bats, worked 1 walk, has not got a hit yet, though, but let's see if he can do it here tonight.
Throw down to second. Not in time to try and catch the runner, and Dane Pengelly. Don't know why I think that Brady's up there. I might as well try and switch the color of Dane. So Dane Pengelly at second, excuse me. Luis Garcia at first. The pitch on the inside and catches the black. And now the count 3-1 between Jet Lotus and Bruder. Bruder's already had some troubles walking. He has one this inning, but 3 total tonight. The 3-1 swung on and fouled off.
Swinging that ball forward there as he kind of went chasing on a slider that was just about to break in on the inner part of the plate.
So the count full between two pitchers, Jet Lotus and Griffin Bruder. The kick, the fire. This one fouled off and to the right of us here in the press box. Possibly catching the pool behind us.
And get himself a quality at bat here. He's got the count full, 1 out. I mean, fouling a pitch away too. There's gonna be 7th pitch coming.
Here's a great idea, and I know we probably couldn't do this. On days like today, what about water baseball? The 3-2 by Bruder. This one fouled off. So we're going to do the 3-2 all over again between Bruder and Lotus.
Give me an example of water baseball. What would that look like?
The exact same.
I mean, you know, the Orioles, they have the sprinklers out in left field when they hit home runs and everything. I mean, incorporate some type of water so fans can stay cool.
This one, a swing and a miss, and Lotus trying to go down to first, but it's occupied. Good effort, though.
Yeah, good effort. In his 5th at-bat in the year, 2nd time he struck out, unfortunately, as that now brings up Bryson Evans.
And Bryson Evans, the 2nd person tonight to get walked by Bruder. Hopefully he could possibly get a walk and get back on, or even try and get a hit and an RBI. This one just a bit high. Bruder checks second, the 1-0. This one fouled off and to the right. Lenny Ashby on the deck, and in the hole is going to be Tyler LaRue.
And if Bryson Evans can get on here and bring up Tyler LaRue, that'd be a big at-bat.
This one, a swing and a miss on the inside, and now the count in favor of Griffin Bruder at 1-2. 2 outs, 2 on. Luke Terbeek controlling first base. Swing and a foul off. And mentioned this multiple times in the past couple of nights. These Larks do not give up at all.
No, they do not. When they're down the count, I mean, they do everything they can to stay in the ball game, and they compete very well.
The 1-2. This one just missing. I don't know if that was on the outside or high. One of the two. But the count, 2-2, 2 outs, and even 2 on with a 2-run lead. There we go.
How many hits? 2, and how many errors? 2.
Keep going down the list. A swing and a miss for Bryson Evans. And that will be another punch out for Bruder here in the inning. All the outs have been strikeouts, actually. The Larks leading 2-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd next here on the Larks YouTube channel. It'll be Peter Goldie, a Metro State Roadrunner, ready to go against Tyler Schott. Back to Tyler Schott, trying to do the math on this, and I don't know how to really calculate it. I mean, Tyler Schott has 45 strikeouts. If you do the math, divided by 9 innings. Or maybe I'm doing that wrong. Maybe I am. We'll figure it out here in the next half inning. The 0-2 from Tyler Schott. A swing, a dive by Tyler LaRue, but that's going to be down the left field line. Turning around first is going to be Goldie. And he's going to round third. A throw not in time as Goldie gets a triple. As trying to throw it back in was Walton.
And a leadoff triple now brings up the tying run up to bat.
Was that the first triple we've seen by an opponent at Larks Park this season?
It has been.
I was going to say, I didn't want to say it if I wasn't for sure on that one. I guess Trent Baker, nope. Thought he was going to be ticket selling tonight since he's out, but he's going back to the clubhouse, I think. Can't see him anymore. But it'll be Dylan Hill, Luke Terbeek, and also Caleb Meredith wearing the helicopter hat. The 0-2. This one just a little bit low from Tyler Schott against Keegan Pitton at a Seward Community College. Not that far from here.
And clips him there off the shin guard. Runner will remain at third base as Keegan Pitton will go to first base. Runners on the corners now. Tying run on first. Bringing up 31, Cale Porter.
Yeah, Cale Porter at a Colorado State Pueblo for the Thunderwolves and has prime opportunity to have a RBI in his name in tonight's game, at least in this series. But here's the question to you. If the runner goes from first, do you throw down to second in this situation?
Well, with him being the tying run, I'd say give it a chance, but it's one of those you gotta know what's your catcher, how fast you can throw it down, can we play. We got a shortstop come in, cut it off, then go home if he tries steal. So there's a couple ways you can go at it, but it all comes down to how hard your catcher can get it there.
The 0-1 from Schott. This one in there for a strike on a bunt attempt that pulled back by Cale Porter. Halfway down the line was Peter Goldie, who could have scored if he put the bunt down, but Porter didn't like the pitch, how high it was, and so he pulled the bat back. The 0-2, this one on the outside and just missing. So the count 1-2 between Tyler Schott and Cale Porter. Schott coming set, looks at the runner and Keegan Pitton. The throw just missing low, and now the count 2-2. The 2-2 by Tyler Schott. This one in there, and watching that one is Cale Porter.
Yeah, it goes down looking. Strikeout number 46 on the year for Tyler Schott as it brings it to the top of the lineup, Colton Millard.
You are right, and 4 punch-outs on the night, and that one really needing to happen. And now you can have a ground ball up the middle or even on the corners. And this one on the river to the right-handed batter's box is now stepping in. It'll be Colton Miller out of Colorado State Pueblo, the second baseman for the Gameday Angels, who currently sit 5th in the RMBL standings. This one down the middle and call it a strike.
Colton, his last at bat, flying out to right field on the first pitch of the ball game. Swung on a miss with a slider on the outside part of the plate.
Tyler Schott getting ready for maybe 27 and 5 on the night. The 1-2 by Tyler. He kicks, fires, slider on the outside. Trying to run was Miller, but first base is occupied.
Yeah, it's strikeout number 47, and that will be his 90th out he's recorded this year in 30 innings of work. I mean, leads the team in innings pitched, so adding on to that total.
I have to tell a fun story. Yesterday we were playing Clash Royale in the clubhouse, and me and Tyler Schott were going at it back and forth, and the very first game I played with him, though, he was a little upset that it took me 30 seconds to beat him. And a high fly ball into center field, and that's going to be caught by Bryson Evans, and that'll be it for Tyler Schott through 3. He doesn't give up the run at third. Peter Goldie that tried, but the Larks leading 2-0. To the bottom of the third we go here. Lenny Ashby up to the dish and talking about how to calculate strikeouts. We finally figured it out. Tyler Schott right now is currently tied in 5th with his former DBU player, or teammate, excuse me, in Brady Rose, who just got picked up by the Yankees in the draft this year at 13.9. So Tyler Schott having a really good year.
Yeah, I mean, he's got potential for the majors. I mean, teams are interested in him. He's got a lot of potential. He just needs to find more pitches that he can dominate with, and that's what's going to take for him to get the next step.
The 2-1 here from Bruder, who gets the third inning. Ashby going to take a ball there, and now the count 3-1 in favor of Lenny Ashby, the new Lark, as of last night. The 3-1, this one on the outside. Call it a strike.
Second at bat as a Lark, and his second at bat with a full count here with no outs like it was in his first at bat.
The 3-2, and that one over the river and through the woods. So Ashby getting a walk. So first time getting to visit around the bases here now.
Yeah, first time getting on first here at Larks Park. I mean, the KU command, gotta be happy to at least do something to start tonight's game, as 2-0 here in bottom third. Have to see if he can come around and score.
Tyler LaRue to the dish, a swing and a miss on the outside pitch. Trying to get ahead of that ball from Bruder, but Now down in the count, a good hold by Best at first. Ashby not a big lead, but now the fire. This one up the middle, trying to catch it was the pitcher in Bruder, but just a little bit hot from Tyler LaRue. This one a slide by Ashby, a little bit hard, but not a good catch by Porter at third. So Ashby going to be at third. Tyler LaRue getting a single and going to second on the throw.
Single number 32 on the year, hit number 56 as well. Advancing on the throw to third base, so not a double in the books.
Let's see how many hits does Tyler have?
Tyler has 56.
Oh,
so he's not close, is he?
No, the highest is 84. Good thing I now have the computer up and seeing what the Larks stats are, because some of these stats are wow.
Yeah, they're hard to beat, and I mean it's really cool that Tyler's close to the home run mark, which is the most recognizable stat that everyone checks out.
This one a drive into left center field into the power alley. It's going to drop. Ashby's going to score. Tyler LaRue rounding third. A throw that's wild, and Tyler LaRue is going to score on the 2 RBI single by Garrett Gruhl.
Hit number 49 on the year, second of tonight's ball game, and knocks in RBIs number 50 and 51 on the year.
And then now Peyton Ebbing. Big Papa told me today before I came up to the press box one final time that he is a freshman now transferring to Kent State for the Golden Flashes. A check swing and a good fit for him personally, just because of we talk about him being a jackrabbit, ready to go, a lightning strike. He's in and out from point A to point B. He just is fast with whatever he does, and good fit.
Yeah, he's a great guy, so awesome that he can go to Kent State, possibly get some more playing time over there as well. 'Cause, with Tennessee, I mean, it's hard to get to play a lot of games in the D1. So, I mean, Kent State, I bet he's going to play a lot of games, catch a lot of great games for him.
Well, and not only that, Peyton is from Ohio, and Kent State in Ohio. I mean, he's closer to family, and good for him on that. And that one on the inside, almost buckling the knees as he tries and gets out the way. And so now the count 3-1 between Peyton Ebbing and Griffin Bruder. The kick, this one outside and missing, and now going out is Ingles to go talk to his pitcher, as now Garrett Gruhl standing at second after he gets there. Peyton Ebbing, after he takes off all of his gear, I'm just going to walk it out. It's too hot for running.
Yeah, I mean, shocker. Ebbing's getting walked again. I mean, continue to just be patient at the plate. I mean, also, it's smaller strike zone, a lot harder to see, so.
Peyton Ebbing getting his 22nd walk up. Did you already update this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just let you keep. I'll let you keep those stats, I guess. I guess you run your own system.
Thought I'd try something new tonight.
All right. The first pitch now to Brady Evans as the infield kind of in, and trying to throw it inside is going to be Bruder, and bunt defense on to the right side of the dish. And first base, Best coming in. Miller covering first. Goldie going to try and cover second base, but watching third and not really in as much as you would think is Porter at third base. This one on the outside, a good stick, and waiting for Randy Jordan to change his mind, but that's going to be a ball. So the count 2-0 between Griffin Bruder, and Brady Evans.
Brady Evans being one of the more underrated players on the Larks this year.
Brady Evans, a bunt down the third base line. Is he there? No, he is not, trying to beat it out, but a good bunt nevertheless. Could have got the out at third, but they don't throw it to try and get Garrett Gruhl out. Peyton Ebbing and Dane Pengelly. Or, no, excuse me. Peyton Ebbing's not catching tonight. So Peyton Ebbing at second. Pengelly has to wait to have Brady Evans get on. But a ground out to the pitcher will be the first out of the inning. A pitch on the outside and almost a throw down to third to check on Garrett Gruhl from the catcher in Ingles. Bruder, the 1-0. This one a swing and a miss for Cam Walton. Bounces up and wants to fix the gloves and get back into the batter's box.
Yeah, Cam Walton looking to bounce back in this at-bat, striking out, swinging.
This one a swing and a miss on the off speed on the outside, and now the count 1-2. This one way out there and trying to stick it is Ingles.
You know, Cam Walton, the at-bats he's had, I mean, he's actually done fairly solid for being a pitcher just being thrown in there.
This one a flying bat, a ground ball up the middle. And trying to run was Peyton Ebbing. But Garrett Gruhl didn't run. Peyton was looking at Andy Luton and Garrett Gruhl, saying, what was that about?
That was a weird play. I mean, does Garrett Gruhl score on that play if you send him right away? I'd say yes, but
because you'd have to contort the body of this shortstop and Goldie to change his direction from first all the way to home on his throwing arm. This one a ground ball to the third baseman in Porter, and he has it kicked to the left of him, trying to go to the left to ground it, but can't do it, and that'll be an RBI or reach on an air RBI that scores Garrett Gruhl. Peyton Ebbing at third, Luis Garcia at first, and now the top of the order with the Jet Lotus. Great walk-up song, too. Gets me going. But Jet Lotus coming in. He's one of two players that haven't hit in this third inning. That one missing, and Ingles really trying to help Bruder out as much as he can.
yeah, I mean, right now, Bruder hasn't pitched terribly. I mean, the defense hasn't been solid around him. I mean, 3 errors already. Should have been out of this inning with that ground ball right there. But, I mean, if he can bounce back and keep throwing strikes and try to get these Larks out of it, that's all he can do right now.
Someone warming up in the Angels bullpen. The 2-0. This one missing and across from Jet Lotus. And now he has a chance of getting on the base paths tonight at least. The 3-0. This one in there for a strike.
And I got a weird stat here. Luis Garcia, that was his 10th time on the season reaching on an infield error. He leads the team, and the person in second place has 5. He's double the amount.
The 3-1. This one a fly ball right field. Going back is the right fielder in Pitton. And he'll be just a couple of steps away from the warning track in front of the thirsty sign out in right field. The Larks do score 3 here in the bottom of the third and lead 5-0 as we head to the top of the fourth here next on the Larks. It'll be Grant Biggins, Brady Ingles, and also Luke Bailey set to go against Tyler Schott here in the inning. Tyler in the lead with a 5-0 lead right now. Ashby coming in, and he'll make the grab in shallow right field.
And Ashby getting a lot of work out there already early on tonight's game. As third fly ball hits him tonight for his out number 1 for this inning.
So now coming in is going to be Brady Ingles out of Colorado State Pueblo. Tyler getting ready, kicks and fires as he has the windup. LaRue on the ground ball, can't get it, and that'll be an error by LaRue.
Yeah, we saw that last inning too. Third baseman couldn't make the play on a ground ball that looked pretty simple, but can't really tell you what conditions are. I mean, sun is coming from that direction. Maybe he's just not getting a great read off the bad turf play. I mean, a lot of factors come into play, but
Tyler getting ready as he takes the sign from Evans. Checks on the runner at first. This one a fly ball center field, and that's a good reach by Bryson Evans, the new center fielder, as Luke Bailey tips the cap to the center fielder, Bryson Evans. So a new runner for the catcher, Luke Emerson, out of Mesa Community College for Brady Ingles.
Owen Best striking out, looking at his last at bat as he takes one down the middle for strike 1.
Thanks for filling in for me. As you could tell, I was writing in my stat book.
Always know when it's filling in for you.
0-1 from Schott. This one on the outside, and call it a strike. And now Tyler Schott up 0-2, 2 outs, and a runner at first in Luke Emerson. Schott kicks, fires. This one on the outside. Call it on the black. Randy Jordan, and that's what he does. As that one in there for another punch out. Looking, back-to-back strikeouts have been that way. 48 of the season, 6 of the night for Tyler Schott, needing one more inning to officially pick up the win. But the Larks leading right now 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here next.
The hit of the party. Let's just break it down to you and me uptown, dancing all around till the disco ball pops. But I have to be me, and everyone can see your anger is misplaced, and I'm gonna tell you, don't hate me 'cause I get attention. Don't turn me into what I'm not. I have to be me 24/7, and I ain't never gonna stop.
It'll be Bryson Evans set to go. The only one that did not hit in the bottom of the third. Going to lead it off here in the bottom of the fourth.
And that's a base hit down the right field line. Diving first baseman couldn't make the play as a leadoff single on the first pitch.
So a single for Bryson Evans as he's now at first. And now coming in, the 8th Street Liquor beverage batter, Lenny Ashby.
Evans getting his 27th hit on the year, 22nd single as well.
Ashby, the first pitch in there for a strike at the knees. As a fly out to the left fielder and Biggins, a walk as well. And apparently a new pitcher totally forgot about this, as it'll be Vincent Quintana out of Otero College, a right-handed pitcher. This one, a slide block by Ingles. So Bryson at second, Ashby at the dish, and the count 1-2. That one, a good try frame by Ingles, but not in there for Quintana. This one on the outside, and another slide block or catch for Ingles. However you want to think about that, or however you want to call it. A 3-2 by Quintana as he checks Bryson Evans out at second. This one on the inside, and Ashby's going to look on it. And that's a punch out for Lenny Ashby.
They're at bat in a row. He's worked the count full two, but just you got to pop down first one, walk the second, and this time goes down looking.
So now it's Tyler LaRue with a runner at second and Bryson Evans, and having a chance for an RBI. The outfield coming in, a ground ball to the third baseman. Trying to get there is Bryson. He will. That's going to be a single on a ground ball that went in between Quintana and the third baseman in Porter.
Yeah, I think he would have ran that one out either way. A very slow chopper. Tyler LaRue, one of the faster first basemen, third baseman we've seen.
So this is how it's going to go. Bryson Evans at third, Tyler LaRue at first, and now Garrett Gruhl. Last time up, a single and 2 RBIs that scored Tyler LaRue and Lenny Ashby in the bottom of the third. But also Garrett Gruhl scoring on the RBI by Luis Garcia. That one on the outside of the strike zone from Quintana. The 1-0, this one in the strike zone.
And looking back on Griffin Bruder's night, 3 innings of work, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 hit by pitch on 4 hits and allowing 5 earned runs.
Quintana now down the count 2-1. A good lead by LaRue. This one a loopy slider that misses on the outside. And getting Ingles out of position. The 3-1, this one swung on, and this one a high fly ball. Does it have the distance? No, it does not. It's at the warning track, but tagging up is Bryson Evans. A throw to second as Tyler LaRue doesn't tag up. But an RBI sacrifice by Garrett Gruhl to the left fielder in Biggins.
RBI number 52 on the year, his third of the night as well. Staying high at a double in the first inning, third inning, single, two RBI single, and now a sacrifice fly.
Peyton, the last time up when he got walked, he left to get on to third. So now Tyler LaRue still stuck at first. Peyton Ebbing at the dish. The 1-0 runner goes, and LaRue, a throw down by Ingles, not in time to catch Tyler on the hard tag by the second baseman and Miller.
Yeah, we don't have stolen base stats, but Tyler LaRue not up there with Trent Baker, Damien Reeves, but he can still do it all. He can steal base when he wants to.
Another big lead by LaRue. Pitch up high at eye height, for that matter, to Peyton Ebbing.
Do we have a height on Peyton Ebbings by any chance?
No, but I will take a picture with Peyton because that will be a good indicator. I'm 6 foot, so we'll see tomorrow because I've done it before. I've added pictures, and so it's not that hard.
Well, I was going to say, when I was near him today, I thought maybe I was close to his height, and made me feel good deep down. So, little guy's back at it. That's what's up.
The 3-1, 2 outs to Peyton Ebbing. This one fouled off and to the right, and that's going to be into the parking lot as that one doesn't find a car. So not on the bingo card tonight so far. Was really hoping for it. I have learned my lesson from when I was a kid. So I park far away, but close enough that I don't have to walk so far. And really, Ace, you have put duct tape or some type of glue on that to not make it move tonight. It's done wonders for you. For the fans that cannot see at home, he is super happy and has a good smile on his face.
I mean, Ebbings knocked it off last night, and he tried to do it again.
The 3-2 by Vincent Quintana. Checking the runner in LaRue at second. Miller giving him the option to throw. This one a foul off and straight back into the streets here. Fourth and also Ash behind us here.
Yeah, great at bat here. Eighth pitch on its way as Peyton Ebbings doing what he does best.
This one, a fly ball into the power alley. It's going to drop, find some grass. An RBI single for Peyton Ebbing. That'll score Tyler LaRue on a 3-2 count. Nevertheless, working the count full, and that's what the Larks have been doing the past couple of weeks really well, and it's really started to work for them. They work the count late, find a pitch that they can take, and they find grass while doing it.
Yeah, RBI number 14 for Peyton Ebbing, continuing to make a difference in these games.
So the Larks scoring one here. Well, two, actually.
And, even with all the injuries, we still see the Larks putting up 7 runs here through not even 4 innings.
Coming set is Vincent Quintana. This one, a drive into left field. It doesn't have the distance, and that's going to be right in front of the taco shop sign. But nevertheless, the Larks do score 2 here in the bottom of the 4th and now lead 7-0 as we head to the top of the 5th.
sponsors, Bureau Wireless, Gold Development, Hayes Chevrolet, and the Tiger Shop for providing free admission for everyone to tonight's game. Let's all show our appreciation for their generous support of Hayes Larks Baseball.
Yes, we did. But I wanted to say hi.
How'd it look?
Hello and welcome back to Larks Park. I'm Caden Sanders. Alongside me, Nick Helget and Ace Newberger, all the way down on the end. The Larks have scored every inning here in the bottom of each half inning except for the bottom of the second, and they've kept the Angels at bay. They've had a runner at third and in scoring position, but after that it's been pretty quiet for the Angels. Is that one a swing and a miss for Tyler Schott?
I mean, with Tyler Schott dealing, I mean, it's just everything's been smooth sailing so far as the bats have continued to cause trouble.
This one on the outside, but catches the black by Tyler Schott. And so now Tyler in the lead here with the 0-2, and the lights barely turning on here as the shadows come on the field, and that's going to be into right field for a single for Peter Goldie.
Goldie has a come day for both hits in tonight's ball game, as Tyler Schott only allowing two, both to Goldie. Back in the third inning, at a leadoff triple, and here in the top of the fifth inning, a leadoff single.
Shot coming set, looking at Goldie at first. This one a bunt attempt down the third base line, and that's going to roll foul.
I mean, beautiful. That was a really beautiful bunt. For a second, I thought Brady Evans touched it, but it looks like it just changed movement last second, as everyone will come back to their original spots.
And that's always tough when you know that you laid a beautiful bunt and it just rolls foul, and you would have been safe.
Yeah, I mean, that bunt was perfectly placed. It just moved last second for foul. And
so the 0-1 from Tyler Schott as he waits for Brady Evans to get back into catcher squat, and a pitch. Brady setting up on the outside, but it's a throw at first, and a good tag applied by Gruel, but that one not in time. The 0-1, this one not in the strike zone and on the outside too. Keegan Pitton. The 1-1 by Tyler Schott, a swing and a miss by Pitton, and Tyler Schott has really turned it on the last couple of games.
yeah, I mean, with postseason coming around the corner, he has really settled in. I mean, Keegan Pitton not looking like he knew his off speed, threw his bat at it.
This one a fast fly out behind us. We were both ready for it, hoping that we would get a chance to flash the athleticism one last time, but I've been waiting for it all summer long, and in all of the places that I've been, the closest I was at to getting a foul ball and catching it was in Colorado Springs, and I'll never forget that night. Just above the wood board on top of me. The 2-2 from Tyler Schott to Keegan Pitton. as he gets ready. Looks at the runner, throws it on the inside. A good idea, especially on the 2-2 pitch, because you can waste it, but also it's one of those where you throw it inside, you catch him off guard.
Yeah, but now that brings the count to full, so riskier pitch, but we'll see how he executes.
Ground ball, 5-4. Not a 3 double play is Tony Vega running from second to first, and they're going to call him out.
Whoa.
So is that the end of the inning? Or you already added it to the board?
Yeah, it's out number 2, yeah.
You go so fast with all of this that I think that's just the end of the inning, but apparently no, it's just 2 outs. So Pitton arguing with Tony Vega, and I don't disagree with him.
And yeah, Tony Vega has had his few arguments this season, to say the least.
So 1-2 on the ground ball to LaRue. And that one, a first pitch strike by Tyler Schott. As Tyler Schott, last strikeout was Owen Best, the first baseman, a couple of pitches ago. The 1-1 from Schott. This one at the knees, but just missing. The 2-1, and that one fouled off and to the right. Apparently, I got the game day raffle. That was funny. I was reading it, and I was trying to figure out because last night Ken gave me the raffle, and it had a message on it, but now that was just the raffle numbers. That would have been fun to call off, though. But Tyler Schott now 3-2, 2 outs. He winds and he fires that one just a little bit low from Tyler.
Doesn't walk many batters. First walk on the night, had a hit by pitch earlier in this game. 14th walk allowed on the year.
I was hoping you weren't going to say the walk because I was going to step in on that, but
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. Wait for Randy Jordan to get back to home plate, trying to get balls back into his bag. And we see Damian Ruiz, no jersey, but in the dugout, and that's pretty good. As see him at least here.
That's a great teammate, too. I mean, you could be a little selfish and not show up because you're hurt, stay away from the ballpark, catch up on some things outside of work, but a great teammate still comes, supports his guys on one of his days off.
I love how you said work. That is,
I mean, that's what this is to them. I mean, this is work for them.
yeah. Tyler Schott, the 0-2. As he comes set, checks the runner at first. He fires a slider way out there, and Brady Evans, a good defensive catch right there.
As that one fouled off.
Tyler up in the count in a lot of at-bats, and that's what the pitching staff looks for every night, is to go 1-2, or not 1-2, get up in the count, and now they 1-2, wow, goes to 2-2.
And Tyler Schott now leads the team in innings pitched, 32 total at the moment, right in front of Luke Turbeek at 31.
The 2-2 fires, and that's one that's over the river on the right-handed batter's box, and now Tyler Schott back to a 3-2 count. And I don't know what Tony Vega's doing, but bumping the chest and then pointing over, so. The 3-2 slider fouled off, and that was a good chance. Just a little bit to the left of us. Also, I bet we should open the window, but the problem is it's still hot out there.
Yeah, I mean, foul ball can wait another couple of years, I guess.
Could wait. It says 92 degrees on my phone, so it hasn't changed. The 3-2 looking for the called strike on Colton Miller. That is another looking strikeout in back-to-back at-bats. That's 49 on the season, and also 7th of the night for Tyler Schott, as his night might come to an end, or maybe even a couple more. We'll see. Cam Walton set to go, 8-9-1. Cam Walton, also Luis Garcia and Jet Lotus all set to go, as Jose Velasquez at first, a line drive to the shortstop, and Cam, pretty good hit.
Yeah, solid hit ball there, but right to the shortstop for out number 1.
So now Luis Garcia stepping in, and Luis reached on an error and a single, so 1 of 2 tonight with an RBI left on first both times. Maybe something changes here, but this one, a line drive to the third base on the right side, and that's going to be a great throw by the third baseman and Porter.
Off balance throw going towards backhand side, gets it on the first route, number 2, 2 pitches, 2 outs.
So now Jet Lotus for the Larks. First pitch to Lotus, that one taken for a strike.
Lotus in his last at bat given a good ride on a ball to deep right field to end up right in front of the warning track to end the inning.
The 0-1 from the new pitcher in Creed Martin. It took us a minute to get there, but we finally got there. Creed Martin in, and the count 1-1. The pitch on the outside from Martin.
Creed Martin filling in for Vincent Quintana. He worked 1 inning, got 1 strikeout allowed, 2 earned runs on 3 hits.
This one catching the strike zone, and now the count 2-2, 2 outs. As I'm trying to find Martin's number. Oh, he's at the very bottom, that's why. Out of Northeastern Junior College, the 2-2 swing and a miss for Martin. And he goes 1-2-3 against the Larks. Larks scoreless in the bottom of the 5th, but leading 7-0 here at Larks Park.
And we are back here at Larks Park. Sorry for the delay. First pitch swung on and missed by leadoff batter James Harbison. 0 for 2 on the night, flying out both at bats. Swung on a miss on the outside part of the plate. Count moves to 0-2.
Might as well let you take the inning, you know, give you some reps. Why not just take it for me?
All right. Count moved to 0-2. New pitcher in the ballgame, Preston Tabor, taking over after Tyler Schott's dominant performance. And check swing. Yes, he did. Strike him out on the check swing.
Preston Tabor has been really good this season. He gets 36 punch-outs, and he knew it right away as he started flexing and yelling because he knew it right away. You could see it from the press box, and he did a really good job in that series.
Yeah, and that ties him for third place with Cam Walton on the team in strikeouts. As first pitch taken for a ball in the outside part of the plate. Bringing up Grant Biggins. 0 for 2 in the night. Struck out swinging and flew out to right field. As Tabor delivers the pitch. Ball low below the knees. Count moving to 2-0. And looking back on Tyler Schott tonight, I mean, he had a really dominant performance, going 5 innings, striking out 7 batters. As this ball outside part of the plate, count moving 3-0. On 1 walk, hit by pitch, no earned runs, and 2 hits allowed.
Yeah, it's been a great outing, not just tonight, but the past couple of nights from Tyler Schott that have been really, really compelling. And in my mind, is just he goes out there, no matter who it is, he's going to dominate. And he just did it tonight.
As that one on the outside part of the plate, taken for ball 4. And we've seen these last few outings, Preston Tabor starting to walk more guys as the season's coming to a close.
Yeah, he walked a couple the other night that I remember off the top of my head. Coming into the game, he only had 3 on the season. And I think there was one earlier in the game, and he kept that for a while. But then also Tabor, not that he's slowing down or anything, but you know, when you pitch as much as you do from let's just say late December to August, mid-August by the time they're done, and maybe get a little bit of rest before fall ball, as that one's in there on the inside. But you're going to see ups and downs, and Tabor, I think, is one of the best in that because he's been consistent the entire year and keeping it flatlined instead of going way up and way down and being a roller coaster.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent throughout the year as he throws down for a ball. Count moving to 1-1. Bringing up Brady Ingles to the batter's box. 0 for 1 or 0 for 2 on the day. Reached on an error by the third baseman Tyler LaRue in his second at bat. That one fouled off. Umpire calls time. As that ball clipped off of Brady Evans, the catcher. And you notice this a lot. I mean, when catchers get hit by foul balls, the umpire tends to call time and make sure he's okay and do a quick walk around.
Or even vice versa. If the umpire gets hit, he asks for a baseball and then he walks it out to the pitcher normally.
As that ball taken on the inner part of the plate. Count moving to 2-2. Wind has died down tonight. The flag just hanging as curveball drops in there for strike 3. Looking, Preston Tabor takes over third place on the team in strikeouts.
Yeah, and Tabor sometimes, gets caught in those situations where he has the batter looking and they jump or they make a face. They know that they should have swung right after it, but I mean, he's got the swing and miss stuff, but he's also got the I should have swung stuff.
Yeah. As that brings up Luke Bailey. Pitch on the outside part of the plate called strike. And Luke Bailey, before the game, we were kind of lost trying to figure out who he was. And tonight he's 0 for 2 with a ground out, the shortstop, fly out center fielder. Making contact, but just hitting the ball right to people. As that ball taking low, count moving to 1-1.
I do have to say, though, today was a pretty good day for not only batting practice, but everyone was in a good mood before the game today, especially how hot it was. It wasn't just, oh, we have to play the game today. It was, oh, I'm glad to be here, even though I'm sweating really bad.
And, for 4 days straight of baseball, tomorrow will be 5. I mean, that's the type of attitude you need. As that ball hit down left field, foul line, fouled off. Count moving to 2-2.
Pengelly looked like he was getting off of a horse or a bull, one of the two, over that fence, trying to get that ball. But I think somebody else someone did beat him. I don't know who it was, though, because they're so far away. But Tabor now 2-2 count, 2 outs.
And that ball in the dirt, moving the count to full. Here with 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Runner on first base. Grant Biggins will be on the go as Tabor comes set. Pitch fired away and taken, looking for strike 3, and down goes Bailey as that will end this half the inning as the Larks still up 7-0. And welcome back to Larks Park as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Bryson Evans up to bat. Creed Martin staying on the mound as a fly flies into my nose right on cue. As pitch is delivered, swung on, missed by Bryson Evans. Evans coming up big in his last at bat. Same situation, led off the fourth inning with a single, coming around to score.
Yeah, and here in the bottom of the sixth, and you have 2 tries to try and get out of here by 7, and especially on, a 4-game bender, if you will, or streak that the Larks have been on. I mean, trying to get out of here, especially with the heat, that they've had to endure today, is probably the best thing, especially trying to get to, game number 5 tomorrow and then be off for 2 days before they get into the weekend series.
As that ball taken low and outside, count moving to 2-1. And yeah, I mean, it's still really hot out. I mean, on my phone it says it's 94 outside. I mean, that's that's hot enough out there for almost 9 o'clock right now. As 2-1 pitch fired away, swung on a miss. Bryson Evans, we see Bryson get into these 2-strike counts a lot. Swing and a miss type of hitter. I mean, how do you try to change things up when you're in a count like this?
I mean, when he swung out that outside pitch as it's coming, and a swing and a miss, he tried to take it to left field. And if it's on the outside, if you're trying to go to left field, you're shortening the bat, and you're swinging earlier. But if it's on the outside, you need to stay late and push it to right field. And that's one thing that you got to change is when it's, on the inside, down the middle, or on the outside, you change your approach depending on what it is.
Well said, and as that brings up the newly acquired Lark, Lenny Ashby, swung on a miss, strike 1. Ashby in his first game as a Lark this year, so far 0 for 2, popped out shortstop in the first inning, walked and came around to score in the third, and then struck out for the first out in the fourth inning. As this one popped into play, similar to his first at-bat, but this one in foul ground. Running over his third baseman, makes the play as the pitcher tries to do it himself and just misses, colliding with his third baseman there.
Yeah, that was a great athletic play by both guys. If it was going to be Porter that caught it, I mean, as he did, it was going to be, a great catch because he had to hustle to get to that ball, but also the pitcher and Creed Martin had to, hustle to get it. So it was smart that Martin slid, but also Porter was still standing up just to make sure that there was no collision like earlier when Griffin Bruder and then also Trent Baker collided. This one at the head of Tyler LaRue and ducking.
Yeah, and I mean, those scary bang-bang plays where everyone's going for the ball at once or sliding into home plate at once. I mean, those are scary plays that can end careers. As first pitch was at the head of Tyler LaRue. Next one on the outside part of the plate, called strike. Count moving to 1-1. And LaRue on the day, 2 for 3, 2 singles, coming around to score twice. Been an effective bat tonight. As 1-1 pitch delivered. And at the head of LaRue again, count moving to 2-1. I mean, back-to-back balls thrown at your head there. I mean, do you think he's sending a message or?
No, I honestly think that Martin is trying to find his rhythm. And, I mean, we've seen, pitches on the outside, which means that he's holding the ball a little bit longer and kind of tipping down that wrist. That's normally what's going to happen because you're going to follow through and it's going to come across. But when it's up high, there's not a whole lot of wrist action. It's kind of still up top, but he's releasing a little early as this one on the inside. So he's trying to change his arm angle just a little bit and also wrist angle to kind of try and come down on the ball.
I mean, switching your arm angle is a big thing during the middle of the game to try to switch. So hopefully he can try to find it here as count moves to 3-1. And pitch delivered, and wouldn't you know, there goes the bat from Tyler LaRue. This one stays in the ballpark as the count moves to 3-2, and fans clapping as they know that LaRue, he might lead the team in home runs, but he also leads the team and probably league in bats thrown.
Yeah, I think Ken said it best a couple weeks ago. He is the all-time leader in thrown bats as a Lark, and I don't think Tyler will live that down.
And that ball taken on air part of the plate for ball 4. 2-out Riley. Could it happen? As that brings up Garrett Gruhl, who is hot tonight.
Yeah, speaking of Garrett Gruhl, he's got a double, a single, and an RBI. Scored a run in the bottom of the third, but he also had a sacrifice fly to the left fielder and had an RBI that did score Bryson Evans from third.
3 RBI night for Gruhl. I mean, he's doing a job, and he's done a job in every at-bat so far. And let's see what he can do here with another insurance run on first base. Creed Martin delivers the pitch, and that one's to the shortstop on a line drive, caught for out number 3 as the Larks go down after Tyler LaRue's walk. And that will send us to the top of the 7th here at Larks Park.
It'll be Owen Best out of St. John's University going up against Preston Tabor. First pitch, he sees a pop fly. Who's going to get it? And I think Luis Garcia going to call off Jet Lotus, and probably the right call, but also King Louis getting the fly out to start it off for the Hayes Larks.
And King Louis having a better read on that ball than anyone else. I mean, he can see where it's traveling from his angle. He can just run in on it. As these flies today, man, they're killing us up here.
Yeah, it's been rainy the past, well, usually it's about 10 days after you see a lot of flies, and, well, we saw them last night and a lot more tonight, for sure.
When I took over last inning, a fly legit went up my nose, and I had to pause to get it out, so that's fun.
The 0-1 from Tabor. Swing and a miss on the off-speed changeup from Tabor. And Tabor, when he throws that outside fastball and then the outside changeup, that is nasty just because of the speed differential. But now the 0-2, and this one on the outskirts of the strike zone and kind of almost into the opposite batter's box.
Well, the big thing is when he releases it, if you don't get a great view of it, the ball when it's coming, it comes in as a four-seam, and then it just drops last second, changes speed on you.
Garrett Gruhl comes off the first base bag. He'll give it off to his teammate and Preston Tabor, and that will be another out.
And that was the big bat that needed to get out there. I mean, Peter Goldie was 2 for 2 heading into that bat, the triple and single, and he's been the only 2 hits of the whole game so far.
A swing and a miss on that changeup on the outside. And if I was Preston Tabor, just keep throwing that changeup every once in a while to that outside. It's really worked for him. And now Keegan Pitton, a victim of it. And now that changeup or fastball on the outside.
And we see a great pitch sequence right there. He goes fastball and then to the changeup. And it's coming in the same spot, too. And then this drops on you last second.
And this one, another changeup that Pitton tried to just get a barrel on because it was in the strike zone and then fell out of the strike zone.
Yeah, Tabor just, the spin he has on the ball, I mean, it messes with you as a hitter. And we've seen it in the past in the majors and stuff with sticky stuff as that ball's on the outside part of the plate. But in the big leagues, I mean, the huge thing was the spin rate. And when I watch Tabor pitch, I mean, you see that same spin. I mean, it's electric and messes with hitters.
This one, a swing and a miss on the outside, and that's another punch out for Preston Tabor. Another scoreless inning for the Angels as the Larks leading 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th and also the 7th inning stretch.
Tabor's coming up on 40.
Get on your feet, fans. It's time for the 7th inning
You're out of the ball game. Hey, Larks! Ain't another change. 4 is 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. 4 is 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old
Peyton Ebbing, a.k.a. Big Papa, stepping up, and a new transfer and commit to Kent State as Peyton Ebbing coming in, a walk and left on third, a strikeout looking, and a single with an RBI attached to his name. This one really inside, trying to get out the way is Ebbing.
Yeah, and Creed Martin staying in the game. He's trying to get through 3 innings of work now as count moves to 1-0 to Peyton Ebbing.
The 1-0, and this one is high from Martin.
Ebbing tonight 1 for 2. He's got an RBI single back in the 4th, and then he had a walk in the 3rd.
Martin coming set. This one a slider and missing on the outside, and no one warming up for the Angels but somebody in the bullpen area. Do you think that they let Martin go as long as they can in this game?
I'd say yes, just because looking at the lineup, or the player information they give out to fans, he is listed as an outfielder. So I assume that he's not one of the guys they go to often, so they're probably going to try to work him.
The 3-1. He fires this one just high. And now I have a time-sensitive heat advisory for Hayes until tomorrow night at 9. So I guess buckle up for another hot one tomorrow night here at Larks Park. Even though you can watch from your home or car or anywhere, really, where it has AC.
That's right. I mean, you can go on the dike and try to find a tree to sit under too. I mean, you can still find a way to watch the great Larks play. As Peyton Ebbing being his 22nd walk on the year. Bringing up the catcher for tonight, Brady Evans. I mean, Evans having a huge home run last night that without that hit alone, Larks might not win that game.
No, and I don't think so, because they were down, trailing. There was really no offense after Brady's home run, and luckily Brady got a hold of one that went into left field, and that one a really high pitch from Creed Martin, and coming up out of the crouch is Ingalls. But now warming up in the pen is someone for the Angels as we get set for the last couple of innings here. Stepping off is Martin. So everyone readjusting to the 2-0 count. Peyton Ebbing getting a little bit of a lead at first. Brady Evans waiting for the pitch from Martin. Martin delivers, and that one in the strike zone.
As Brady Evans tonight 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch back in to lead off the second inning.
Brady swinging the bat around on that back shoulder. The 2-1 from Martin, and that's a curveball or off speed, one of the two. Slider or curveball, one of the two that he left up high.
Just lost control of it on that one.
Martin coming set, he fires. That one bounces off the turf, and that will be a second consecutive walk for the Angels. And here comes the coach of the Angels, and he signals to the pen, and that'll be it for Mike Coons and the Angels. We'll take a break here on the Larks YouTube channel. It'll be Cam Walton now set to go as Peyton Ebbing at second base. And, well, I think Dane Pengelly, I do believe. It's been a while since we've seen Dane and a ground ball.
Yep.
And that's going to be a hit as the pitcher and, sorry, we forgot to tell you who the new pitcher is also. Jay Schlegel out of Heston College getting the ground ball, but Dane Pengelly moves up to second. Peyton Ebbing at third. Cam Walton at first on the single. And now Luis Garcia. This one throwing a throw down to third, and it hits Peyton.
And that one just hit him right on his calf, and he jumped up after that. That's got to sting a bit. But Peyton Ebbing being we gave him so many nicknames, but I think I still like Warrior the best for him. He doesn't care. He's ready to go.
The 1-0, and this one a swing and a foul off. I get you want to throw down and everything, but with the 7-0 lead and also a right-handed batter in, trying to throw to third, it's kind of a hard throw. The 1-1, this one a swing and a foul off. And the count 1-2. Or 0-2, sorry.
I mean, he called the first pitch a ball, I thought, but I guess not.
The 0-2, this one another protection swing, and as the Angels trying to protect themselves as well after that foul ball.
I mean, with the 10th run on first base, trying to get out in any way, going to third base back there on that first pitch, just trying to get something.
This one a fly ball in left field territory, but it's foul, and that's going to be off the catcher's eye, if you will. I was going to say batter's eye, but there's no batters out in the bullpen, and so catcher's eye for the Larks. But now Luis Garcia still protecting an 0-2 count, no outs with the bases loaded. This one up high for the pitcher in Jace Schlegel.
And looking back on Creed Martin's night, 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, has not allowed an earned run as of yet, until now.
This one, a ground ball, maybe a double play, but Cam Walton, the only one that gets out, a fielder's choice for Luis Garcia, but an RBI as well, scoring Peyton Ebbing. So Cam Walton thrown out. That'll be the first out of the inning, and then Peyton Ebbing scoring, and Pengelly standing on a third.
Ebbing coming around to score for his 10th time this season. Luis Garcia driving in, RBI number 14.
That one just a little bit on the inside and maybe just a little bit low as well. So Jet Lotus coming in and working the eyes, really. He's had a good eyesight on the ball. A pop fly. This might be gone. Is it? It's off the wall. What a hit for Jet Lotus. And wow, that had some speed because off of the wall, it went halfway between the fence and the turf here.
Well, congratulations to Jet. That's his first hit on the year.
let alone an extra base hit or possibly even a home run.
So close there. Driving in, Brady Evans.
Wow. Almost a fairy tale story.
I mean, that would have been a great way to end tonight's game, too, if that ball would have gone over the wall. But either way, getting a knock right there, pretty awesome.
So now stepping in, it'll be Bryson Evans, and Pengelly will score. Luis Garcia is at third. Jet Lotus on the double and an RBI. The first pitch, that one missing, and Bryson having the chance at doing some damage, but the defense for the Angels coming in. This one, a swing, a drive, possibly an RBI, a sacrifice fly to center field, not in time, and Luis Garcia ends it on the sacrifice fly by Brady Evans. The Larks picking up another victory at home and make that 4 in a row in a 4-game home streak.
Bryson Evans driving in, RBI number 17 on top of that. And a not typical walk-off win, but a walk-off win nonetheless as they rule the Game Day Angels, moving to 32-6 on the year.
Not only that, but they moved to 23-2 at home. The Game Day Angels move to 11-17 on the year and have a streak of 2 losses. Once again, we will have a post-game here in Hayes as the Larks pick up another victory. That'll do it for me here tonight as the Larks win at 10-0.
Yeah, and finish out the weekend's regular season 3-game series against the Flamesmen from North Platte, Nebraska. We will honor our wonderful host families on Friday night, the pregame on-field ceremony. Be sure to stick around just a second for our post-game on-field player interview with King Sanders, brought to you by Lewis Automotive Group in Hayes. It's time now for tonight's post-game on-field interview with King Sanders, sponsored by Lewis Automotive Group, 4440 Vine Street in Hayes. Kaden, take it away.
What we need? All right, where's Tyler Shot?
Shot it!
All right, Tyler, just to make sure you count the mic. All right, cool. Just make sure. Okay. Thanks. All right, Tyler, you had the start tonight. You went out there and did really well. And we on the stream, we talked about this. Your times were fitted in strikeouts in the innings that you pitched with your former teammate Brady Rose. Talk to me about that.
It's cool to be out here and people kind of the band and all that stuff, and we're trying to get out the best way I can. So I'm not really thinking about the strikeouts and just trying to focus on the best I possibly can.
What is it like to have, a good ending to the season so far, and you get 32 wins and have a pitching staff that goes out there and competes every night?
I mean, it's awesome for the momentum going into the MVC. Just keep it up and try to make a run at it.
All right, where's Jet Lotus?
Load.
How's it going?
All right, Jet. You get your first hit, almost a home run as well, but you get an extra base hit as well. Talk to me about what you saw on the plate to almost take it out of here.
I was just trying to see hit in the middle and hit it hard and try to my team away.
What was it like to play at second base? What you played here yesterday, but what was it like to be on this side of the field once again?
Yeah, I played second in short in high school, so I felt at home over there. Got the double play and felt good.
All right,